Okay, today is April the 10th, and this bed is planted. This is my Uncle Culture bed, Hugel or Lekulture, Uncle Culture bed. And on the last video, I showed you where there was dirt on top. Well, I've added a 2-inch layer of leaves, and I got some wood chips for free. I went down to our community garden and I donated some drip system things and some additional dirt to go into the dirt. It helps our local food bank, and they had so many free chips from a tree service that they gave me several garden bags. See those garden bags? The garden bags full of wood chips. So I said, okay, I've been looking at the Back to Eden method. That's Eden as in the Garden of Eden. Been looking at that method, and so I said, well, hey, we'll just add that on top and as mulch. And so I've got mulch on top to help keep any weeds that possibly could be coming. In the cups are my pepper plants that I was growing from seeds from a pepper that I got at the grocery store, as I told you. And they're not growing very fast, but we'll see what happens now that I've got them in the dirt and they're protected, and I just water around them. And then let's see, in this row right in here, that's pepper plants that I bought. They're yellow pepper. And then 2, I think these are sweet 100s. No, they're early girl tomatoes, right? So that's what that looks like. Let's move over. That's my spearmint and a pile of soil. So when I get ready to, I'm going to turn this around just a bit. When I get ready to do this bed with the Uncle Culture, I've got dirt to go into it. And this is my bag that I've got potatoes in. And then another method that I have read about and I decided to try, since I had all these bags, remember, is it's called, what is it, air pruning, but growing in a bag. I mean, and I went to Walmart to buy a couple of bags. They used to be like 50 cents a dollar. They're now $2. I went digging in my garage and in the back of my car, finding the bags that the handles had broken, and then I had better bags that I use now. So I've got 2, 4, 5 bags, and I'm gonna see if I have a couple friends that might have some bags that they don't want. But in here I've got heat resistant or heat master tomatoes, and I think, let's see, what is this guy? This is the sweet 100s. Okay, so sweet 100s. I think the one in the back, we'll find out because I don't remember. My rosemary, I finally planted it, and you saw the basil before. All right, so I moved my 5-gallon container to the rear, and it's still growing really well, and I decided to have 2 shoots coming off of it, and this is the plant that used to be over here. So I moved it over, and again, I'm going to do 2 shoots. The oregano and another plant and some kale that, you know, I had something eat it over the winter, so it's just recovering, and I'm just going to let it grow for a while, and then I'm going to add some dirt to this up to the neck of that tomato plant when I'm ready for that. Okay, so this is another half of the bed that I'm going to redo. But in the meantime, I've got onions growing in there, and there's that one where I had all kinds of seeds that I don't know what's going on, so we'll find out what that is. And that is thyme. I just picked that up, so I put thyme in that container. Okay, so here's my purple kale. I've harvested part of that, and that poor little tomato plant that was hiding under it, it'll now get some sunlight. Let's see what happens with that. The garlic. This is, in here is a spearmint plant that started reviving, so I just put it back in the dirt. My onions, my cauliflower, and my Brussels sprouts. And my cucumber plant is doing well, and so is my spaghetti squash. And over back here in this little spot, I planted some cantaloupe. And the seeds I planted didn't seem to come up, so I just split open a cantaloupe today, and I just took the middle of it and I just put a bunch of seeds in there, and I'll thin it out as necessary. And right here are planted parsley and cilantro, so we'll see if the seeds actually come up. So we're doing good. I got lots of soil now, and there's my grapevine. So got a lot done also. So here's the view from here. Just looks so luscious right now. Let me tell you, I'm happy. Well, a couple other things I've done. All right, and that is, okay, so that's my winter kale that I'm still plucking. I had this system for many years, and it didn't work for me, because what it has is a reservoir right down in the bottom of it. So the water is supposed to be there, and the roots are supposed to go down to the water. So you just keep refilling, take this lid off, and you refill with this. Well, let me tell you, the first year, a couple years I tried this, and the dirt kept going down into the water. I couldn't figure out, well, wait a minute, they're not telling me to put anything here. They're just telling me to put the dirt in, but that wasn't working. So this year, I got a brilliant idea. I pulled it out from back, because I haven't used it for 5 years, whatever. I said, hey, I got all these plants. What am I going to do with them? So what I did is I took the shale, all right? So the shale stone that I use to mix in dirt, so because it holds water, I put in about a 1-inch layer of shale on that ledge that's supposed to be between the water and the plants. And see, that ledge has all these little lines. I should have taken a picture before I did it, but I didn't think I was going to talk about it. Anyhow, so I put about an inch layer of shale. So now, and then the dirt on top. So now the dirt isn't falling down into the water, and the roots will grow through the shale, through the stone, into the water. So that's my plan. In the meantime, I'll water from the top until we know the roots are down. You know, I see it big enough that I know the roots are down in below. And then when I take that lid off right there, I can see how much water is in there, so if I need to do water. And I have a second one, and so the second one has got 2 pepper plants in it. So we will see. That little bucket is to catch the rainwater off my roof, because I haven't gone up to put the gutter back up there. So the water is just dripping off, so I take it and gather it in the bucket. I think I like that better anyway, is to get it in the bucket. So that's an update for April the 10th, 2016. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.